What does a young Bob Costas remember about Willie Mays?
Well, you're teeing me up for this story, which I had never told for decades and decades, and then I did tell it on the Willie Mays documentary, which you mentioned on HBO.
Mm-hmm.
So among the youngest recollections of baseball I have, and I know you guys have time here, so I'll spin the story out.
Please.
If you're a kid of the 50s, the first baseball you see, maybe you hear some on the radio, but the first baseball you see is on a small, like, Philco TV in black and white. There's no center field camera. Every shot is from behind home plate. You don't get a sense of the vast expanse of the field. You have no sense of really how far it is from center field to home plate. And then you go into a ballpark, Polo Grounds, Ebbets Field, Yankee Stadium, and I know this is almost a trite comparison, but it's still the best one. It's like when in The Wizard of Oz, Dorothy and Toto leave black and white Kansas, and all of a sudden they're in Technicolor Oz, and all the colors jump out at you. Wait a minute, this is what baseball really looks like. That green grass and the burnt orange of the warning track and the pure snowflake white chalk lines and the batter's box, all of the sounds, beer here, scorecards, the atmosphere. This is incredible. And I was 5 years old the first time I had that experience. And one of those experiences was at the Polo Grounds. I don't know if my dad was this prescient or not, but 1957 was the last year before the Dodgers and Giants left. And my dad took me to one game at Ebbets Field and one game at the Polo Grounds. And all I remember about those games, I was 5 years old, was how thrilled I was to be at a baseball game and just the atmospherics. I don't remember any details except for this. I'm sitting on my dad's shoulders at the back of the grandstand at the Polo Grounds. We're like a cab ride away from the real action. And he says to me, "Bobby, look at that player right there." No, not that one. The one in the middle. That's Willie Mays. As if he was saying to his son, "Son, that's the Lincoln Memorial. That's the Washington Monument. That's Willie Mays." Now, I don't know if my dad had a crystal ball, but he was certainly telling me, take note, to the extent that a 5-year-old can. It's 67 years later, and I took note. I still remember it.